It's been almost 3 weeks now since I started with your course, and let me tell you, I was spending close to 5,000 a day, and now I'm spending around 1,600, maximum 2 grand, with the same result. So thank you for that.
Yeah, that's phenomenal.
Definitely done, restructured my ads, did a lot of changes through your course, and I have been seeing great results in the way you explained to me how to build social proof, and now I started running my campaigns as non-dynamic ads, and again, my cost is lower. There's a few tweaks that I want to start doing with scaling, but I feel like every time I scale, kind of drops, and then I scale back down because my return on ad spend like drops a little bit. So that's the struggle that I'm having there right now. So I want to scale. Like I have the budget to scale as much as I can, but I want to do it in a sense where I'm not gonna cause an ad fatigue, or I'm not gonna throw off my Facebook's algorithm, and stuff like that. So
Yeah,
like, for
awesome. Yeah, these
example,
results are phenomenal, Yazan.
yeah, thank you. Yeah,
Cool.
I'm literally like on this every single hour for the past 3 weeks. It's been like nonstop, just monitoring it, changing it. I already went through the optimization phase where if you see over here, like I went through the ads, and then I shut off different ads that so I could allocate more, that are performing, that have a high return on ad spend, so that way I could basically free some budget to shift to try to get myself out of the learning phase, the limited learning phase. But yeah, man, I just wanted you to take an overview and see where where I need improvements maybe.
Yeah, awesome. Great results. Yeah, you're certainly doing a good job of optimization. So if you want to go ahead and add a few more days into the timeline, so that way we can get a little bit more data.
You want 7 days?
That might be too much with your spends. So I mean, like last 3 would be fine.
Yeah. So we got 16th through the 18th, right? Because today is still not done.
Wonderful. Yeah, I mean, outstanding ROAS. So essentially, that value-based purchase, I mean, you're at a 30x there. You only have 2 purchases in that. I'm assuming you launched that very recently.
Yesterday.
Okay, so go ahead and include today as a window as well. Today and those other days
Oh,
combined.
okay, gotcha.
Perfect. Okay, go ahead and click on that value base. Do you have products that are differently priced? I believe you do, if I remember correct.
Yes, I only have 2 price ranges. I have a LED style, which is $164.99, and I have the regular ones, which are $129.99.
Okay, got it. So, I mean, you could certainly, with this audience, you could certainly scale this one up, even though you have 2 purchases. But the thing is, it's a higher value lookalike, so you're going to see better return on ad spend. It makes sense because, like, that's the reason this is already a higher ROAS. It's because it is high value. So, yeah, certainly, I'd scale this.
Okay, scale that. So I haven't scaled anything today because I was waiting for the call. So if anything, I'll scale it with you. So scale it 15%, or does it matter? I can scale it more since it's just new. So because I heard from other calls with other clients of yours that it's going to be quite difficult to actually get out of the learning phase unless you're scaling high. So it really doesn't matter if you reset the learning phase. So just give it like what?
You could go to, I mean, if you wanted to scale up from here, you could certainly raise it to $40 or $50. I mean, I wouldn't jump to like 100 right away.
Okay.
But we could certainly just bump it. And then like, of course, you're going to remain in learning phase. But the thing is, we want to still be able to make sure that it's going to get results because you only have 2 right now.
Got you. So maybe what, like
yeah, 20% is fine. That's to ensure that you don't reset what you already have going here. So that's the appropriate way to do it.
Okay, sounds good.
And next one.
And while I'm here, before I forget, let me ask you. So when I created a lookalike purchase audience, right? And it gave me the option to switch it to valued base. How come it turns the valued base? Okay, so my if you see here the Willow real estate pixel, that's what the pixel's called. For some reason, why does it change it to the pixel name when you change it to valued base instead of like, you get what I mean?
It doesn't allow you to name it.
Oh, okay. So
Is what you're
it just
saying.
picks up the name of the pixel when you switch
Yeah,
it to valued base.
that's correct. It doesn't allow you to name it.
Okay. Okay, because it threw me off at some point, because once before I was creating a valued base, and then I noticed everything is the same thing, so I started getting confused. Like, okay, am I doing like the general pixel audience, or am I doing a purchase lookalike audience?
Yeah. It's based off whichever event you selected from that one.
Gotcha. Okay, makes sense. All right. So my my open audience here, it was doing, like, yesterday. It did great yesterday. Actually, it wasn't the CBO audience. It was the interest. That's what it was. So if you see over here, yesterday it wasn't doing good. Today it looks like it's spending already $71 with nothing.
Cut the entire campaign. Your interests are not going to do good very long, because all these big brands are coming in, all these spending, all these marketing directors who are telling their buyers to go ahead and increase spending. First thing people are doing that, don't truly understand what lookalikes are going to interest. So the competition is being flooded right now for these interests. So it's just best to cut out your interests altogether and stick to your own data. I'd cut this entire
Okay,
campaign.
yeah, because I have a lot of data. I mean, I don't know what a lot is compared. I think it's a lot. Maybe it is. Like my pixel is filled with information.
Yeah, I would
Like,
agree.
I have
I
very
would agree.
high.
You don't need interest.
Okay, so let's turn that off because it's spending. Okay, and all right. So let's see here. All right, so let's go back 3 days with today. See what the week was. I've been struggling with retargeting. So if you see over here, I turned it off. Let me remove the active ones. Let me remove, so you can see the ones that I turned off prior. So I had a retargeting one over here that I turned off because it was just horrible. I even did the well, I didn't run it fully. I ran it for, I think, 2 days. I did because I heard you said
Yeah,
maybe if you add a
this was
14.
still set up wrong. So
Okay.
go ahead and do 7-day add to cart, and then go ahead and add a 14-day view content in the same audience. It's going to be the most
Okay.
relevant. Make it a CBO. Then go ahead and add another.
Let me write that down so I can do it offline, I guess. So you said do a add to cart 7-day
Yes, sir.
and a 14-day
View content. That's right.
Okay.
And then you'll go ahead and create another audience next to that, and that'll be a purchased 180-day. Assuming people love your product, they're going to buy again, and they're going to buy for their friends, they're going to buy for their family. And if somebody loved it and they went and used it, then it's going to be a fun activity to buy for everybody else.
Okay. So within the retargeting campaign, all right, just so I can make sure I got it right, do an add to cart 7-day, and then do a view content 14-day, and then as far as the purchase
combined,
combined,
those will be in the same ad set.
In one audience.
Yeah, and then the purchase 180-day will be in a separate audience ad set.
Okay.
And that'll be your lowest funnel metrics. It's the most relevant day range, and it's going to be the tightest, results, because people purchased or they added a cart very recently. And that will be set as a CBO.
The entire campaign.
That is correct.
Okay.
And then
yeah, go ahead.
You're going to create another campaign that's called retargeting, and it's going to be website visitors 180-day. It's going to be Facebook page engagements 365 days, and it's going to be Instagram engagements 365 days combined, all three combined in one single ad set.
Okay.
And you're going to add all of the ads that have converted before into there,
Okay.
all of them.
All
And
right.
that'll include that audience. And you're going to exclude purchases in the add to cart 7 and 14 day. And you're going to exclude 180-day purchases in the other campaign with the engagements and all those in that one ad set.
Okay. So both of them have exclusion of 90-day or 180 purchases.
180 purchases.
180 purchase. Exclusion.
And of course, you want to exclude that audience in the purchase 180 day. Of course, you wouldn't do that.
Yeah. In both campaigns, exclude 180 audience.
Yeah, but not in your purchase 180 day.
Yeah, not in your purchase 180 day, because obviously you're gonna wash that out.
Right.
Okay. All right. Okay. So that makes sense. Okay. Yeah. Because I'm trying to figure it out. Like I even like if you see in the bottom, I had different retargeting, and I was like struggling. I was like, why the heck isn't
Your
this
results,
like I have a lot of out of carts?
your results are amazing without it. So like with it, I mean, you might be in a dreamland at that point.
Perfect. Okay. All right. Okay. So that's that. As far as I guess another thing that I struggle to figure out, if you see over here, I kind of ran a test.
One moment, I see a huge opportunity here.
Yeah.
So you have specifically that campaign that says 3.88 ROAS at the bottom and then a 3.96 ROAS at the top. Select those two campaigns for me. Okay, so that one's 524 daily. I got it. Okay, and then look up a little bit. Scroll up. Okay, that one's at 100 daily. Or no, it's not. What's that ad set at? That add to cart.
Which one? This one?
Yeah.
This one's I have them at $10.
Okay, that one has a lot of room to scale. Sorry, I was going to say you could combine those, but I didn't realize you were spending 500 in the other one.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah, feel free to go back to where you just were.
Okay. Yeah, I scaled it. That's why. Yeah, you probably thought it was the same budget, so you're like, I'm missing out on like so much.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like if you see over here, I'm kind of struggling with scaling. Mostly the lookalike. If you see over here, I tested it, right? So obviously you have a lot of variations. You have you could do a 30-day, you could do a 90-day, you could do a 5%, a 10%, whatever it is. So I was like, I'm trying to find a sweet spot for it. So I have here the 5%, and then I ran before, but I paused it. And again, I don't know if I did this the right way, and that's why I want to show you. When I paused, no, it shouldn't be all the way down here. we're going to show you that I basically did the same thing like over here, but I did it for a 1%, 5%, and I did it for I think a 1 and 5% only basically. And the 5% outperformed. Does that mean that I should just like drop the 1% and don't even go back to it? Or should I start scaling from here to a 10%? Or is that irrelevant? It really doesn't matter. It just, as long as you find your sweet spot, you just stay hitting it.
If you're wanting to scale, you need to go to a 10%.
Okay. Yeah.
Because
like
when you start scaling, you're going to see better results.
Okay. Okay. So what do you recommend in this case, without like messing up my ads? Should I just start a whole new campaign, duplicate, change this actual campaign?
Click inside that one. Combine all of those.
Okay. And put them all into one ad set.
That's right.
Okay.
And you'll see your costs drop dramatically.
Okay, nice. So
yeah, it's a no-brainer. There's nothing to worry about. You could turn all these off, duplicate it all together, and your results are going to be phenomenal. I can assure you that. Okay.
So basically turn this campaign off, duplicate it, and make it into a 10%?
No. In this case, you have 4 different audiences, so you could just add all these 5% together, and you're going to get a big audience size. It'll be bigger than a 10%.
Oh, okay. Okay. So it wouldn't matter even if I do the same thing with the 10%, I'll have even a larger. You get what I mean?
Yeah, you could do that too.
Okay. I guess my question is, do you recommend just combining this and sticking with a 5% since I already have them rolling, I guess, or should I just do that 10%? Because again, I'm trying to, I have a pretty comfortable budget that I could scale up, especially we're going into November, December, and I'm seeing it increase by the day. So I
Yeah,
want to
go
make
ahead and
sure
do
I
your
capitalize.
10%.
Okay. And stick with 30 days always, right?
Yeah, for these, because that's what's working here.
Yeah. Like, okay, 10%.
Are your lookalikes worldwide or are they by country?
Right now I started all from after the course. I changed them all. I used to have them like U.S. and Canada, and then these are the only ones that were left. But I changed them all to just U.S. And I figured that if I want to start scaling international, then I'll just create like let's say Australia, I'll just create a lookalike for Australia or a lookalike for Canada. I don't know if that's better to do that than to make them all into one lookalike.
You should only put them all in one if you're able to do worldwide lookalikes, and it sounds like you can't. It doesn't sound like you have that feature.
Currently, I can ship worldwide if I want to,
No,
but
there would be a lookalike setting that says worldwide lookalike. It wouldn't say US lookalike. It would say
yeah.
worldwide lookalike.
So yeah, instead of choosing basically United States, Canada, you just put worldwide, and then you could select the worldwide basically, right? And then if you want to target in specific into the ad set, you could just put US.
That's right.
Okay. Because I tested like Australia, like UK before, and they didn't do good at all. So that's why I like stuck to
Yeah,
US
no,
selling.
certainly stay on the path that you're on because it's working. And if you were following
Yeah.
that from the course, then yeah.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Cool. All right. For sure. So I guess that's it for now for the open audience over here. My emails are working pretty good. Obviously, if you see, I have a 9 over here. Um, my custom audience email was not performing, so I shut it off. But my lookalikes are working, so that's something I could circle back later and upload a new email list and target custom email list again and see how that does. But as far as that, man, I guess everything else is good. And if I have any questions, I'll ask you. But I do have one